want you guys to go support Piston Mike. Y'all go to the subscribe button. He at 480 right now. Let's get him to 1,000, 100,000, 500,000, million subscribers as soon as possible, bid. Let's help him put it down. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. If you like the Pistons, you want to support me, think about sending me a donation. Best way you can help me right now is go subscribe over to Piston Mike and go help him get his numbers up, putting in work, hard work, smart work, dedicated work, consistent work. So make sure you go over there and appreciate that work. So remember, the name is Piston Mike, and I have a link in the description. If you have a problem finding it on YouTube, it'll be under source link or Piston Mike channel link in the description. Peace. All right, man. I want to talk about some of the big fellas in the draft. I mean, how they going high and this big fella plentiful in the draft. 2022 NBA draft. Shout out Detroit Pistons top players for more videos like this. I know I ain't been doing Piston content, but y'all know what time it is. It's the NFL offseason, combine season, free agent season. NBA will have their time. If we was in the playoffs, we was winning games, then you know what, Piston content will be pumping right along with this. But they did win a good game yesterday, and I'll talk about some more Pistons later. But excuse me, a little bit on the weather. But let's talk about the big fella. A lot of people, having us take one of the centers and or the big fellas in the draft. And I'm just thinking, like, man, how many big fellas really changed the franchise in this era? You know what I'm saying? You think about all the big fellas. We go on the draft machine in a minute, draft time machine. Like all the big fellas that's been picked, who really didn't change the game? The NBA didn't change, bro. Like back in the day, you were able to get Akeem Olajuwon. It changed Patrick Ewing. It changed the franchise trajectory. It changed the publicity. It changed everything. About your franchise, and now that's not the case. Most of these big fellas, they not changing the game no more. You start off in 2015. Karl Anthony Towns, Jahlil Okafor, Porzingis. And I know these dudes different though, but I'm gonna explain that. You look Trey Lyles in that draft. Karl Anthony Towns, he been in the league 7 years, and he looked like he might just make the playoffs. He might be the play-in at the number 7 pick. You go down, Ben Simmons. I mean, he ain't a big fella, but you look, Dragan Bender didn't do what he supposed to do. I don't even know where he at no more. Sabonis had a great career. Marquise Chris was a ball. Jakob Porter, I didn't even know he went that high. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere is Jokic has changed the game. Jokic has changed the game. He has an impact on what they're doing. But outside of him and Joel Embiid, who else has been? Mark Hill. I mean, look at some of these dudes who really, Laurie Marketing, who really out here changing the trajectory of franchises, man. Joel Embiid. I'm looking for. I guess Joel was before being. I missed him. DeAndre Ayton. I mean, come on, he ain't doing nothing. Bagley, he doing well over here. Jaron Jackson, he ain't really changing shit neither. You just keep looking. Zion, unfortunately, he ain't doing nothing either right now. Ryu Hamachi, he ain't doing nothing. Jackson Hayes, I see him give some burn finally. You look at this, man, the people that's changing the games, man, it's a guards game now. It's a guards game. I miss Joel Embiid. Yeah, he won in 14 draft. You know what I'm saying? He one of the very few. He one the very few guys that came in here and changed the game. One of the very few guys that came in here and changed the game. So he was drafted in 2014. So he was in that same draft, Jokic. He just went 41. He went 2 picks ahead of 2 picks behind Jeremy Grant, by the way. So he took Spencer Dinwiddie that year, who playing pretty well. So yeah, you look at these big fellas, you got to ask yourself, like, we all intrigued with the big fellas, but how much impact they gonna have? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, all you need is somebody that can walk and chew bubble gum, who can defend the rim, rebound, stay out of foul trouble, catch a lob, and dunk. It's a plus if he can stretch the floor or shoot. But like Jabari Parker, he played like a guard. Yet Chet, he, good rangy, big fella, good defender guy. But really, my thing is, if you're not gonna get on the block, you're not gonna have the impact that you need to have on the basketball team. It's as simple as that. If you don't get on the block, you're not gonna have the impact. It's that simple. That's why some of these big fellas ain't really having much success like they used to. Games used to be played inside out. And when you play on the block, you get two every time you get somebody in foul trouble. They got to demand a double team. Then that's when you swing the ball, kick it out for three to make the game a lot easier. To make the game a lot easier, bro. A lot easier. That's the difference. It make the game a lot easier. So I mean, like I said before, man, do you want big fellas that play like guards and sit at the 3-point line, or you want the real deal? You know what I'm saying? You want the real deal. It's just the honest truth. Bam play big. Bam play big. He ain't the biggest guy, but he play. Just need somebody like Ben. That's who Bam kind of remind me of as far as his heart. He played bigger than what he actually is. Remind me of Ben a little bit. Little intangibles and defense and stuff of that nature. So, I said everybody enamored with a big fella, but what big fella going to championships every year? I mean, Anthony Davis ain't, if you say Anthony Davis, say he magically they come back. I mean, that's because of LeBron. Giannis played the game like a guard anyway. He on the wing. Now, if you tell me one of these niggas Giannis, then hey, I agree with you. I don't mind taking them. But I'm just saying, it's a guard's game. And big fellas, it's so impactful. Big fellas playing like a guard. If you want the real deal, you know what I'm saying? If we're going to get somebody, we'll be able to get them on the block and play on the block and defend the rim and get offensive rebounds and defend. I'm cool with that. But I think, the big fellas, I'm not talking about these guys, but I think it's become overrated, bro. I think it's become overrated because, you want to say Giannis. Giannis is a three, bro. That's what Giannis is. Giannis ain't nothing but a three. Him bringing the ball up the court, dribbling, breaking people, that's an anomaly, bro. Joel Embiid, he a five, but he really played the game like a wing. At least this year without Ben Simmons, when he was Joel Embiid, he played the game like a wing. I think having a big fella is overrated, bro. Most of these teams, man, most of these teams, man, they match down a small ball. If we're not gonna get no guy like Joel Embiid, we're gonna put you on the block and kill you every time, man. To me, that's crazy. You want to play the game? If you get a guy to play the game like a big fella, play the game like a big fella. We get a guy that's gonna play the game like a guard. Just get a guard then. Get a guard then. And I just think it's overrated to have a big fella 3-point line. Who really winning like that? Jokic ain't won one yet. Joel ain't won one yet. You know. I just think the position is overrated anyway. This is my opinion on it. I think they overrating the position because it's not being played the correct way. Everybody should at the 3-point line. Who gonna guard the paint? Who gonna offensive rebound? You shooting 35% out there, 38% out there. We still losing on the board. There's a reason why the guys used to sit in the paint and they had more success. And Shaq came around, turned to what 10, 12 win team to a 40 win team in one season. Get y'all asses in the paint. All that Dirk Nowitzki stuff. Dirk Nowitzki only won when he got his white ass in the paint. You know? So, everybody, talking about get one of these big dudes. If you don't play with your back to the basket, you want to set the three. We don't need another jump shooter. If that, we could just keep Jeremy Grant, grab Mo Bamba, put Mo Bamba in the middle of the paint and be good. If you're not gonna come here and do the dirty work and get your hands dirty, fight for rebounds, post up on the block, you know what I'm saying? Play elbow to elbow, block to block, man. I don't know. No. Shooting is a plus, but it's not. It's not essential. It's a necessity. So any big fellas coming here that's not gonna put their back to the basket, they're not gonna play post, and they want to sit at the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? At least you got to be like she, do something on the post, then work your way back on out. But if you ain't want to play like a guard, get you a guard. Let's not get the imitation. Let's not get the imitation. If you want to play like a guard, you can play like a guard. If you want to play like a big fella, play like a big fella. As simple as that. You want to be taking people off the dribble and shit? We got Cade Cunningham, bro. If we need to take somebody off the dribble, man, we got Jeremy Grant. We got Bay. Well, shit, we don't need no more people taking niggas off the dribble, man. Unless we gonna get Ivy, and that's who I want. That's who I want. You gonna play on the block and play under control, then handling the ball as a secondary for you. I'm fine with it. And Paolo Banchero or whatever his name is, he seemed to be the guy that is him. If you're gonna take somebody other than Ivy, it'd be him. But I'm not too fond of Duke players at all. When the last one really worked out, really was a superstar out of there, like Grant Hill. Like fucking Grant Hill, bro. Like Brandon Ingram still ain't lived up to his prophecy. Making one All-Star game, that don't mean nothing. I hate Duke players. They don't never pan out. Overrated. At least Carolina, Stackhouse, Modern History, Rasheed, Vince Carter. Like who they got? RJ Barrett. I know Jason Tatum went there, but he still ain't really done nothing like that. I like him though. I don't like Duke play. I don't even look at Tatum really as a Duke player. Don't say Kyrie Irving. But he can play though, bro. It'd be him and Ivy for me, but I'm scared I'm scared he a dookie, and I'm scared that he sweats 7 pounds a game playing 82 game seasons. The only thing that worried me, bro. I think Paolo is the guy that you really looking at in Ivy. That's what you're looking at. He kind of give you like Karl Malone, little post vibes, Rasheed Wallace vibes. But he gonna be a 4, bro. You can get him to play the 5, it's cool. He gonna be a 4 though. I mean, I like to see him at the 5, get a little stronger, get acclimated. But in lineups, he gonna be the 4, and you just gotta find you a dirty work guy to do the dirty work. But Ivy, bro, I just think, seeing what Ja doing, I just think Ivy he just big time, bro. That's what the league is going towards. It's going towards his guard. If you have to give me an opportunity to get a guard or a big fella, I'll take the guard. So shit, you know what I'm saying? Big fellas, you gotta take them off the court and stuff of that nature. Match up, but Paolo, he good though, but I'll just take Ivy. I just figured out I'll just get a big fella, put him in the middle, and I'll be good with that. You ain't gotta be no good big fella no more. But he fantastic though. Him and K be a hell of a 1-2 punch. The returning light skinned idiots. Him and K be a nice 1-2 punch. Ivy K, but he feel a need though. He gonna be a 4. Be a 4 for now. But I mean, look, they got options. Them chances to get the number 1 pick again this year probably slim to none, but they got options. I think this draft is deep at the top. So you're gonna go away with somebody. They got the assets too to move up and get somebody too. So or get back in there. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, bro. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button, it's the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.